So you're thinking about moving here in the next 6 to 12 months. Well, today we're going to look at the local Granbury and North Texas housing market because there's a few trends that you need to know about before you make that decision. I actually spoke with someone a couple weeks ago and they were trying to decide whether they wanted to sell as is, whether they wanted to do renovations first, or whether they just needed to refinance and stay put to ride out this housing market. There's news floating around everywhere about what's going on in real estate. Nationally, there's a different story being told than there is locally. And so we want to jump into a few of the things that you need to know before you make that decision. The first thing you need to know is that interest rates have been trending down for the last 6 months. They've been at the lowest level for 3 years, and they've been staying down at that level. And we've seen interest rates kind of jump up, drop down, jump up, and drop down every month or so, and it's created a lot of instability. Well, toward the latter part of 2025, we saw rates get down to the low 6%-ish mark, and they stayed there for several straight months, and we had a great fourth quarter. November was one of our best months we had all year, and it was because of the lower for longer rates. So this is opening up an opportunity moving into the spring market here in the North Texas region. Second, local is king. If you are in a neighborhood that has a lot of inventory, maybe there's a lot of builders that are building a lot of homes, that is a different situation than if you're in a standard neighborhood that doesn't have a ton of new construction. That neighborhood is going to have an easier time selling if there's not a lot of new homes that you're competing with. So it really is important to get a grasp on the local situation, your neighborhood, the neighborhoods right around your home, to see what the inventory is like, how many homes are selling and how many are available, to figure out if it's a great time to sell or not. The next point that is very important is if you're trying to sell for top dollar and to get as much money as possible, usually it's better to be move out ready so people are move in ready. Having the home as prepared to sell as possible is usually the way to maximize your investment. Now, there are times where maybe you've inherited a home, maybe it's in probate, maybe there's work that needs to be done and you don't want to invest any more money into it. Well, it's a case-by-case situation. We'll take a look at it and kind of present you with several options. What's the price of the home going to be if you sell it as is? How long is it going to take? Versus what's the price going to be if you do these X, Y, and Z things to the home, paint, remodel, bathroom, whatever, and how long will it take to sell with those changes? We'll give you those options and let you kind of make the decision that's best for you. Just know that updated homes do sell faster and for more money, and the homes that need more work tend to sit longer, and they begin to attract investors who are going to be a lot harder to negotiate with. With all that, the last point is look at the local data and decide if it makes sense. Personally, I'm in a home with a 3% interest rate, and I've been here. I would like to go and buy some land and build and do some other things, but I'm not going to move because it doesn't make sense for me to double my interest rate. Maybe that's the case for you. If you want an honest opinion and evaluation, we're not going to try to sell you and get you to do anything. We're just going to present you with the facts and the options and let you make the best decision for you and your family. If you want a no obligation evaluation, feel free to reach out to me, call, text, email, or just click the Learn More button and we'll get you all the information you need.